this early on today. We just got interesting engineering that did a LinkedIn post on our self-disinfecting door handle, and we have now more than 250,000 views. And yeah, I had contact inbox email is just full. I mean, I have a hard time keeping pace to answer to all the emails.
Do you remember my advice? What was my first advice? Follow up.
Yes,
Do you
yes.
remember?
It takes a lot of time, it's very time consuming, but we're doing our best.
Super.
Hi guys.
Hey, Christoph, hi, welcome. Can you hear Trixie? Trixie, can you hear Christoph?
I can hear everybody, I guess.
Yes, okay. I can hear.
Hello.
I think we're good.
All right, give me 5 seconds.
Perfect.
And I will start this. It's Brian Sebastian, Movie Reviews and More, Worldwide TV Network, iTunes 247 out of Franklin, Tennessee, iHeart, Radio, Amazon, Spectre, Spotify, all the platforms around the world. So this is another special edition at the CES show on Movie Reviews and More. And we have Alex Horvath and we have Christoph. I hope I get your last name right. Is it Bovier? Is that right, Christoph?
Yeah, it's good.
All right.
Perfect.
Okay. All right, you guys, tell us what's been going on with CleanMotion. What's been going on with your CES experience so far right now?
Alex, go ahead.
Okay. So far we had a few interesting contacts through CES. It's the first time that we're attending this event. Even though it's a virtual, we were still able to get pretty interesting connections and finding potential partners for the development of our startup in terms of either industrialization of our products or for distribution. So it's not the same experience, I think, as going physically in Las Vegas, but at least we get something out of it.
We miss the casino and the ladies, that's for sure.
Go ahead, Christoph, yeah. Christoph, you were saying something?
No, yeah, I was just saying that we just miss the ladies, the casinos, and everything in Las Vegas. We do it like that.
Of course. See, Trixie likes to go. She was just visiting me, and I hadn't seen her like a year and a half. And it was weird to be out there. And with that, last year was the first year ever that I got a chance to see, I believe I saw almost every booth in 9 different locations. And that was like a grind. And the reason for that, is I don't want to miss out on something. I want to find those products that no one else is going to take the time to go find. And Trixie, she's one of our 12 co-hosts, but she helps put up a lot of our shows and stuff like that. And she has her own award-winning show on Amazon Prime called Custom Trends. So I wanted to have her on because she can't get to CES. We're usually doing award shows and things like that. So, and I tell the girls, hey, this product is cool. This product is cool. They're like, where? We haven't seen it. I'm like, it's not yet. So it's hard for them. So talk about why your product is good. And you guys started it. How did it come about?
How it all started, you mean?
Yes.
Okay, so at CleanMotion, we are developing and producing self-disinfecting door handles, which disinfect themselves immediately after each use, for virus-free, bacteria-free for each user. And it all started when I was still in college at the Swiss Institute of Technology. And I was spending all my time on campus, and I was kind of repelled by the door handles, especially the one in the restrooms. That was back in 2015. And based on this, I was like, hey, well, why wash your hands to touch a contaminated handle right afterwards? It doesn't make any sense, and especially in restrooms, not everybody washes their hands. Yep. So I had this idea of this self-disinfecting door handle. I started working on it in classes and product design classes. And later on, I attended startup competitions for students, entrepreneurship competitions that I won with my co-founders. And that's how we started CleanMotion. So the company was founded in 2019 now.
Good. Now, let me tell you my thing. I'm a clean black guy. I take Lysol, I travel with this stuff. I've been doing this pretty much because I had a horse ranch. So I know what it's like. I never had any accidents on that in the 4 years, 3 months that I have it. We're going to have another one in Northern California. So I love cleaning supplies. Trixie will tell you, because we would always venture out at a lot of gifting suites, and I would find these great companies that no one would hear of. So we've had our own hand sanitizer for 5 years, one of the best ones in the world. What did we all need last year? Hand sanitizer. So I had that. I had our wipes and stuff. So I'm always wiping down the doorknobs, the light switches and stuff like that. That's like part of my regimen. So when I heard about this, I was like, thank it. We can never have enough of these, because people, you're right, people weren't thinking about these things. There's people that won't wash their hands, and I'm like, I'm always washing my hands. I'm always, because it's contaminated and people aren't thinking about that.
Mm-hmm. Correct. And this is why we like to have, I propose this automated device, is that people don't have to think about it.
What makes this one unique? Because there's a couple out there. I have a friend who gave me a couple that's got silver in it. It's like little grips on his. It's not developed yet. What makes sure it's unique?
Yes. So you have other coatings which use a copper, silver, but it takes a time for disinfection to occur. And disinfection is not immediate, as we are using an alcohol-based solution spread immediately. So within a few seconds, your handle is safe to use, which is more convenient for highly attended locations.
That makes sense. Then that's one of the reasons why we earlier on to wear gloves and things like that, because of that. So I'm all for what you guys. Do you have a demonstration, what it looks like at all around you?
Oh,
I'll show you.
Christophe. Mm-hmm.
Look at this. Okay, so that's what we call, sorry, the V5, okay, the version 5. Now we're launching the version V6, which is going to be smaller and etc. So that's the old way. But, we are assembling it. So I show you the old, but it's the same, huh? Okay, imagine yourself, you get to a restaurant, to a bar, in your office, or meeting friends, etc. And well, you engage the handle. The nice thing is you don't have to think about it, you know? So you engage the handle and look what happens.
All right, so here's another challenge for you guys. How about the regular doorknobs? How about sliding doors? And the reason why I say this, because Trixie in Texas, she's from Houston, Texas, she's letting in her possum and her raccoon all the time about these things. Again, it's about being clean, right?
Yeah. Maybe there is something to invent for that. I mean, as Alex was saying, the idea is not to be one product company, but to be, you know, working on various things. We have a lot of ideas, and I think there is a lot of things to invent and develop, etc. So for the moment, the mechanism is made for standard handles, okay? But we have a lot of ideas for future products. First thing is to get this one launched, and then we work on the rest.
So Alex, what do you guys need to get this launched? Is it getting it out there, showing it to people, or what does it take?
Well, first of all, yes, we like to gain visibility in first place. We're also right now, so in February, we're launching a second pilot series of door handle to validate our product. And once we have a product validation, we can start industrialization with key partners. So, but for this, we also require funding, because, you know, it's a hardware product. And so we're actively searching for funds to finance industrialization and production of our first series.
Trixie, I know you got a question coming out of Texas, because I can see it coming from you.
It's I don't know yet. Like, I'm still thinking, like, well, okay, what can I say about it? But it's like, well, yeah, I mean, they're going to be on standard doorknobs, though, right? No, it can't be on like all doorknobs. I mean,
well,
I guess I didn't see the product too well. Like, how is it connected to the doorknob? I didn't.
No, it's not connected.
Oh, it's not connected.
No. It's just, you know, this gets into your standard handle, okay? So you
Okay.
just take it out and replace it by that. It's quite easy in 10 minutes. There is no
Oh, okay.
wire, there is no cable, there is nothing. You just have 4 standard batteries that you will get in. I don't know, Alex, if you have the V6 to
No.
show for that. And globally, I mean, you don't have anything to do. Then the only thing that you have to do is to fill this, you know, you put the liquid, the disinfecting here, and that's all. And for
Oh, that's pretty
2000
cool.
cycles or times, you're free to go, and
Yeah.
there is nothing to do.
Chris,
And if you are in
how
a
often?
company, it's the people that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead, Christoph.
No, it's so the girls or the guys will do the cleaning that does that exactly on how you push for your soap. You know, it's the same system. You don't lose time, etc. And if people want to have it at home, they can. It's not our primary idea, but it was a great pleasure.
Okay. I understand it better now.
If I can
How
put it
often
on
do
the
you
door,
have to?
I'm sure you can.
How often do you have to put the solution in?
Yes. So, so the frequency depends on how often your door is used. So, a reservoir has an autonomy of 2,000 disinfection cycles. So, if you use, let's say, 100 times the door 100 times per day, it's about 20 days.
Yeah, you know, it's funny, Alex and Christoph, about this is that when I had my ranch, there was one day I went in and out 73 times to wash my hands, and I never did that. And the reason why I kept track of that is because now we have to always wash our hands. But this goes back to 08, right up to 2013, and I was always having our hand sanitizer and stuff because kids were coming on. I wanted to make sure that no diseases were spreading. Now this is on a ranch. So one of the things I like about it is what you just showed. I like the fact that you could put that on your sliding door, obviously. Trixie has her sliding door to let her animals in and out, which is interesting. So it would work like that because I think it's the one door you may be using the most, first of all, starting, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then at that point, that makes sense. When do you think this is going to be available?
Normally end of the year. I mean, the idea is to start launching industrialization mid of this year, 6 months roughly. We hope to get it, I would say, end of the year, October, November, December, and for the first series, and then be in full mass production starting beginning of next year.
And have you had your presentation already on it or not yet?
What do you mean? Sorry, I didn't.
The introduction for it for CES?
Yeah, we had in our booth, you can see. Have you seen the video? No, you haven't seen the video.
No,
Yes?
I have not, no.
Oh, I mean, we have to send it to you. I mean, it's, and there you can see everything working, people getting in, the handle working, the last version, etc. So we have to get you that.
Oh, no, you know what? No, I have seen it. I was thinking of something else. Sorry, I have seen it. Talk about the interest involved with that now, because now you have a lot of people that are interested in it. Why do you think that is? Because I already know why I know it is. Why do you guys think that is?
Mainly because we are all humans and we think the same way. And well, obviously, let's say that the COVID pandemic has accelerated the way people see the way that virus can be spread. Okay, so we are all in an emergency now to try to find the solutions. The funny stuff, it was created by Alex before the pandemic, and it will stay after that because we still will have in our minds that. And when Alex invented it, it was mainly sanitarian things that we all feel that. Take out the COVID and we are all, I see my wife, Sophie, she's always doing that with her sleeves not to touch, or she has, well, we're all like that, or we do it with the elbow or whatever. So I think it's quite human not to want to touch germs and etc. But now we think viruses and the flu, the gastroenteritis, a lot of things that even in the business, for example, in the offices, how many people get sick together in an office where because of the flu or because of gastroenteritis or something like that. So it will also help reduce the fact that you're sick. But COVID now is a big accelerator. Sure.
Well, and I always tell people that this is not going anywhere for another 4 years. And, you know, I have a friend who has 2 kids, and I'm constantly going and wiping everything down, especially the door handles. And after a while, it drives me nuts. That's why I like it. Because, yeah, you'll be going like this when, you know, try to do that and you get tired. But again, things can stay on surfaces a lot longer, which is, I think this is great that you guys came up with this. So you stated you came up with this before COVID. What was it like when you heard the news that it started hitting on that pandemic? Were you guys like rushing at that point?
It was truly an accelerator for us. We really thought that this is our window, this is our time. So it really gave us a huge boost to produce those awesome prototypes that you saw in video. So it was really a key motivation, and also we could observe in the demand that you have more and more people contacting us trying to figure it out. When is your product available? When can we purchase this? So we could really quantify this additional traction.
And we feel we have a responsibility to help. You know, we are all in a situation, we are all locked in our rooms. And I think it's, I think humanity all has to unite with whatever you can to try to get out of this mess. I think, and we hope to be little part of it. But
talk about some of the suggestions or things that people, you know, why people want to have this, but you're probably even more surprised why people are probably want to have it like right now. They're like, we can't wait until, you know, after March, we need to have this now. So how can people either invest or donate or see about helping out the financial part? How do they do that to help with this?
we have to set up an account. We haven't thought about it, Brian. But yeah, I mean, of course, it's you're right. So it's true that maybe we have to open something with you, Brian, and try to find a solution. We haven't thought about that, but there is certainly ways to do that.
Now, so this can go on any door, obviously, is that right?
Yeah.
Yes. It's on US standard doors and on European standard doors.
Okay. All right. So where can they go right now just to look at the prototypes, or is it still too early, would you say? Is it just for the media right now? Do you want the public to kind of get engaged with this?
Yes. As of today, we are about the journey of making the product real. Now it's real. Now we have to manufacture it. So it's gonna take time anyway. We have to do the things right so the product is good. Find the good people to industrialize that, and we're gonna try to do it as quick as we can, obviously, because we have this feeling of urgency, but we need to have a good product that works well. And yeah, help us if you have any idea, because we are really trying to push things forward. Yeah.
Well, what made you decide to do the CES show regarding this, for one? And also, this is really good because it falls into the health benefits. One of the shows we were doing last night was on health TV. This falls into that because it is about people's health. I think this is really good. Talk about that aspects of things. Is there a place right now where people can just go on the site and look, or you're still developing that aspect of things?
No, so we have a website which is available. You can check us out on cleanmotion.ch. So the reason why we started CES was on first base to gain visibility, especially visibility towards companies, and to create, to build potential partnerships, so get contacts on people. You have a lot of people and companies which are involved in hygienic devices. There's a big trend right now with touchless devices, so you don't have to touch them anymore to prevent virus and bacterial transmission. We have a different approach, which is complementary to touchless systems. So we're trying, really, CS helped us get in touch with those players and try to find synergies with them.
And Brian, if it wasn't for CES, we wouldn't be talking to you. So that's great.
Well, maybe not, because me and my partner, we're always looking for products like this. So I would have probably been reaching you guys some kind of strange way. So that's what makes us different. And Trixie, before you have to take off, because I think you're still there, let them know who you are, your site on Amazon Prime, because she works with us for a lot of stuff. She's one of our co-hosts. And then she has her shows that she's taken to outside the US that are award-winning too.
Yes, yes,
Really?
my show is
Great.
Custom Trends, and also produce other shows like the Texas Bikini Team, and I also Kitty Cats. It's a Russian cartoon, and look forward to putting out more stuff this year. And I have another show that I'm producing. It's a sports show this March here in Houston, and this will also be for Amazon Prime Video. And we're in 4 countries. And wait a minute, is it 4 or 5? I'm like, wait a minute now. But we're in the UK. We are in Germany. We're in Austria. We're in Japan. And I believe they're working on India. Oh, we are in Austria too, there. And of course the USA. And
Great.
and so yeah, I'm looking forward to doing more projects and promoting new businesses like yourself this year. So it's something I will definitely put on the website and blog about it and blog about our session here.
Thank
and
you.
I like, working and promoting things as well. So if you can just check out www.customtrends.tv and moviereviewsnmore.com. We have weekly updates every week. So there's always new entertainment content and businesses that you might see on there. And so check it out weekly. So it's a lot of fun stuff too, music and stuff and what's going on with car shows, fashion, entertainment. So it's just something for you to check out. And thank you guys. And I hope you enjoy your evening today.
Yes,
Thank you.
she's got to get going.
Right.
So that's
Yeah,
why
I gotta get going.
I wanted to run quick. So
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you, Trixie.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you so
Bye-bye.
much.
Bye.
Bye.
So Alex, all right. So between now and say Q2, what's the goal for CleanMotion now?
So between now and Q2 is raising funds to start producing our product, start industrialization, and get pre-sales of our first production. That's our main 3 goals.
And all right, so is there a link or something that people can reach out and try to help?
Yes, well, they can contact us on www.cleanmotion.ch. Yes.
Okay, talk about your background. You talked about how you guys kind of created this, but what were you doing before? Because that story is always interesting. There's always that before story, and then during, current, going to the future. What were you doing before you created this? And Christoph is laughing.
I was
It must be kind of funny.
no, it's not particularly funny. I was just in college doing my bachelor, studying microengineering. So at the Swiss Institute of Technology. So I was like full-time student, and I started working on this project. So 2015, I started working on it more seriously when I started my master's in 2017. So there's no really before. I mean, before means high school. I just finished my studies about a year ago.
And Christoph?
Well, for me, it's a bit different. I'm a bit older. So, I worked a long time in the industry, you know, packaging or big factories and things like that, selling products all around the world. And and then I moved to coaching startups here in France and Switzerland, where we had a firm. And I met with Alex and Valentin, and I say, wow, I'm coaching startups how to grow. What about why I don't go and do it myself with them? So it was funny. And now I'm on board an adventure, while before I had a, you know, good job, good things, very quiet and cool. So it's going to be quite a ride, and I'm very happy about that.
Good for you. All right. So like I said, there's always an interesting story, because the good thing about startups is it amazes me that people come up with great ideas. I think that's great. And I tell a lot of people, I think the US has lost its track when it comes to technology. We've fallen behind. And that's why I'm always looking for those products that people don't know of. And most of the time they're outside the US, unfortunately. That's just the way it is. So hats off to you guys. They're in Switzerland, and because creating great products, and we need them. We definitely need them. And I love stuff like this. And also it's environmentally friendly and sustainable, isn't it?
Yeah.
So in terms of environmentally friendly, so the idea is to distribute our devices with rechargeable batteries and chargers to encourage people keep using batteries again. And also the refills that we use for the liquid, they are designed such as it uses minimum plastic. So, you know, it's kind of, I don't know how to explain this. It's low plastic use for the refills, basically, to minimize our plastic impact.
All right. So you said, was it every 20 days you would have to refill it? Put it in for the door handle, was that right?
It depends on how often you use the door. Depends on how often you use the door.
Okay,
But
so
if
I
you
know,
use it 100 times per day, which is
I know for me, I use our garage door a lot. Our front door, the less. So I found back to the ranches. I knew what we were using, how many often, where people were coming in. And I wanted to make sure no matter what, if they came in, they left, we're supposed to be cleaning it now. So I think this is a really, really good idea. So it would be one of the things where you're using it on the door that's most used, obviously. And if you have to have it on the ones that use left, well, that's good. Less time that you have to use the solution, right? That makes sense?
Mm-hmm. Yes, that makes sense.
All right, give you a social media links one last time.
Social media links. Okay, so you can check us a CleanMotion handle on LinkedIn, or www.cleanmotion.ch, our website.
And okay, so they can reach out to that. Personal social media links, I always add those too, because there's always people coming outside. Not everybody's on LinkedIn, not everybody's on Facebook or Instagram. So I always want them to reach out different ways too.
And
any other social media links?
Instagram, you have it, Alex?
Yes. Yes, we're also on Instagram, CleanMotion.
CleanMotion. Okay. Christoph, the same?
Instagram, CleanMotion.
Or Instagram. Yeah. See,
it's
that's why I'm always asking people on their social media links. Not everybody has the same thing, right?
Yeah.
All right. So final words for that. So
otherwise it's my personal page, but I will not share it.
Well, that's true. That's true. But again, all right. So final words on this. So it's CleanMotion. And this will be coming out sometime, would you say maybe after July? Definitely after Q2, right?
Yes, will be most likely beginning of Q4 2021.
Okay, and time goes quick, so.
I know we have a lot of work to do.
Time does go quick. So I want to thank you, Alex Horvat, Christopher Bowie. I want to thank you for all of this. And remember the check-in for CleanMotion. I'll make sure that we put up on our sites, and we'll be monitoring what you guys are doing. So like I said, time goes quickly, so that'll be fun to watch how everything progresses on your ends. So with that, I want to thank everybody.
Yeah.
I want to thank Kimberly Hathaway, Lisette, Kettering, Winterman, and this is Brian Sebastian. And I always say this, if you see someone without a smile, please give them one of yours because the world needs it, and we will see you next week.